I was coming out of CVS Pharmacy, and guess what was at the front door?
A chip lady?
No.
Chick with
Okay, imagine
hands.
imagine a freshly born chick, like a gross little like fetus, like veiny chicken,
Like chicken? Okay.
mixed with a little boy, and that's what was there, right?
no.
And it was like
Like
a Girl Scout cookie.
Dude, I've heard of stuff like this. Do you know what it is?
No, I was about to get to that, right? This was a conflict in my head,
Oh my
right? So you
God.
walk out, this lady walks up to you, she's like, "Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?" You look over at the Girl Scout, there's a Girl Scout, and then there's the deformed little chicken boy. And you're like, what the fuck, right? So I was like thinking,
That's what you said.
okay, no, I didn't
Before
say
you
shit.
get
I was
the
like, I
Girl
got no
Scout
money, because I didn't have any money, right? But this is what was going on in my head. I was like, so did they put that little chicken boy there to make me feel bad and give them money, or did they bring along her little chicken brother because she's really nice sister? And I didn't know which one.
You
It's
should have
the
just
latter.
asked. You should have just
Yeah, you
pointed
should-
right at the chicken boy and
Be
said,
like, what is up with this chicken boy?
Say,
What is this?
This is actually something that's true.
I swear to God, no,
like,
I
it's like
really
people-
think they put him there to make you feel
He
bad.
fucking caw and look
Now
for
that you
seeds.
said it, you mentioned it, he did look at me and go,
Was he like Sim Fuckus?
no, he was worse. I swear. No,
He was
I don't want
worse?
to be mean, but no, I swear.
Helium boy,
they
big
found
head,
the most.
John?
They found the most deformed kid to put him there. I swear.
You know what they
I've never
did?
seen anything like it. What? I'm not trying to be
you know
mean.
what? I don't understand. Like, if the Girl Scout was a chicken scout, like a chicken Girl Scout, that would kind of make sense a little bit.
This is what I'm-
But it's so weird. Like, buy my Girl Scout cookies.
And buy my
here's a
chicken
boy.
Buy my chicken
Yeah.
boy cookies.
That is
Like,
weird.
is this being mean? Like, I'm just trying to get my head around
That's
it.
his
Did
job.
they put a
He
little
was
boy
hired-
there that's deformed specifically so I'd buy their cookies?
No, no, the little boy was
Or were they being really nice to him because they're great, like mom and sister?
No,
or whatever?
I'm not trying to be cynical, but that sounds a little too
Yeah, I didn't
set up.
I didn't think so. I was
Yeah.
like, this is kind of fucked up.
That's
huh?
really sad too, because
That's
it's
like
like
a-
clearly the people that love him or take care of him are like totally taking advantage
That's
of him.
another
too.
thing. I was like, if
They're
I had
using him.
if I had a deformed little boy, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
I would leave him at home
you
to
know-
play Xbox.
Unless
You know what's actually-
he was the mastermind.
Do you know
And the
what's-
little chicken boy's like,
Oh.
hey, mom, you got to take me with Maggie to the store because I'll just stand there and people throw money at me.
Do you know what's fucked up? Realistically, around Christmas time, where that dude like shakes a bell and expects people to put money into a little
Santa
thing?
Claus?
That's
No.
not, no.
Oh.
The
Jesus, Mick.
What's that called? Where they like
The
The
Dangliners.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had some like person with elephantitis doing that,
Yeah.
you would think people would take second glances, and then when they actually see that this is a man with elephantitis, they would donate.
I feel like it's hit or miss because half the people are going to feel guilty and want to give him stuff, and the other half are just going to be like, and run away. Like
I feel like it's different though if you're just like some dude shaking a bell in people's faces when they
Yeah.
walk by, or if you're like a guy with
Look.
elephantitis. Like people may turn and run, or they'll
Grocery
donate.
stores do this really cheap tactic, right? Where you get to the bagging area and then they have a charity and they're like, "I'll bag your bag for you for free."
that's mainly
And you're
in
like,
Ireland, yeah.
You're like, "Fuck off! All
Yeah.
you want is money. Get out of here! I don't want you to guilt me into giving you free
That
money."
happens
You know
in
what? The
Ireland.
other
It
thing
pisses
they
me
do
off so
is-
bad.
The other thing is like, let's say there's a long line of people behind you,
Yeah.
and you're buying like, let's say a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of Jack. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So clearly you have money to engage in bad habits, and they ask you for $1 for cancer for kids, and there's 8 people behind you, and you're like, no. You know,
Yeah.
like what are you supposed to say?
It's so fucked up.
It's one thing if I'm going to a place like you say, like to buy like a fucking pack of cigarettes and brandy,
Yeah.
and just like. But it's another thing when you go to a place and you're going to a fucking fast food place like
Yeah.
Burger King or McDonald's. Or you're just getting some quick food, and then they're like, "Would you like to donate $1?" It's like, can you really not tell me
Cashiers are
this?
made to say that. They don't
You
give a
know
fuck
what
whether or
is
not-
smart though is what I'm trying. The point I'm trying to make. What is smart is what Wawa does.
They have a bucket on the table.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
After you order, like after you give them money, the money goes to this little area thing, and then you see this thing right here. You're just like, oh, I don't want to carry change in my fucking pocket,
Yeah.
so you just
That's
drop
genius.
it. In the thing and
Yeah.
leave.
That is actually really smart.
It's
And you know what? I don't mind that at all.
I don't either. And I usually do that. It's like that would be way easier instead of saying like, here, donate. There's people who are dying. You just bought $1 cheeseburger. It's just like let me have the
You know,
option.
it's interesting because the difference between somebody asking you for money and then you feeling like you got robbed
Yeah.
versus you just being like, yeah, I think I'm going to do something good today.
Yeah.
There's a difference in how you feel when you give that money.
Exactly. I
Nobody
feel like-
likes carrying around change. It's a genius concept.
Yeah.
Just fucking throw it in. You're done.
Yeah.
And you save the world.
That's true.
Everybody give your change.
By the
to
way,
the
please
chicken
donate
boys.
to our Patreon.
To the chicken boys and to our Patreon.
Yeah, no, every time you like put your change in one of those little buckets, you feel like you're a great person. You're just like,
But how would you
You
feel?
look at the cashier
Yeah,
and
but
you're
how
like,
would you feel
yeah.
if like it had a fanfare every time you threw it in, so everyone was doing it and it became like the coolest thing? You wouldn't feel very good donating to it, would you, Niall?
Yeah, you big idiot.
yeah, I'd fucking do it every day, Corey.
Asshole.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think that chicken boy was there for? I think he was there to sell his own Chicken Boy cookies and like.
Yeah,
right
you
off the
didn't
Girl
ask.
Scouts.
You were getting snickerdoodles. You
Yeah.
didn't ask for chicken boy
Yeah,
cookies.
you know what?
man.
That Girl Scout actually stole his cookies and shoved them into the gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Selling
go
eggs.
away.
Little chicken boy
He
was
was laying
held
eggs.
by his own will. You could have broken free if you would have bought his chicken cookies.
It was really weird, like, because there was a Subway across the street, so when I sat down to eat a Subway, I was just looking over at him, and he was just, like, running around, and, like, the mom was, like, grabbing him and, like, bringing him back over.
She had like a leash on him.
I was kind of like, look, all I'm saying is, if I was a retarded chicken, I would just want to stay at home and play Xbox. That's all I want to
I didn't
say.
want to be dragged out to the store.
If I was a retarded chicken, I would go on Xbox Live and scream at people at the top of my lungs. Just squawk.